Hey YouTube, it's Joel McNeil back for another weekend update on the current standard and modern metagames, because that seems to be what I do. Standard is looking super interesting with the new release of the core set. It hasn't really shaken up the entire format, and a lot of the main decks that we have seen for the last year are still kicking out there. They just have some new add-ins. I really want to say how awesome the new red-green command is. This thing is the best tempo play ever. Being able to scry instant speed by end of their turn on turn 2, burning them for 3 and putting a temple into play automatically and then getting a free scry and setting up your next draw is such a great tempo play in a green-red monsters build, or with like a Jund build, as far as if you want to add in your dragons and stuff, like the 6-mana haste dragon. But oh my gosh, it advances your mana, it burns your opponent, and like it's great. Plus all these early burn spells. Like if you build a deck that is based around, like, think Jund, think you play Searing Blood and the green-red command to just continuously just burn them in the early game, while you're setting up your eventual threats, and then while you ramp up into your dragons, and like that's a solid game. Let's say you're able to burn them for at least like 8 damage. Totally doable. You throw Lightning Strike, Searing Bloods, and a couple commands, put that all together in a deck, burn them down to 12, play the 6/6 dragon, 2 turns, all done, no question. Super great deck. This card is going to make a whole lot of things possible in Standard, and I'm really excited for it. We have seen a new deck come back to our eye as far as the competitive scene. Mono Blue is back, as expected. We saw that new card coming out. It had 3 blue in the converted mana cost. It's the new Nightveil Spectre. It's the new tempo turn 3 play that's going to lead into an amazing Master of Waves. So that might be a thing. We might see Mono Blue make a comeback, and that would definitely be interesting. But the downside to this new card being printed does mean that Master Waves is going to go way the heck up in price. So if you play Virtual Magic, all the better. If you don't, kind of stinks. Modern has not necessarily been extremely impacted by this format, but Modern is always changing and always rotating, and there's always metagames and tournaments and Grand Prix that change that. I still personally feel that Infect is the best deck in Modern right now. You play 4 Groundswells, a Simic Charm, all the 4 Vines, 4 Probes, 4 Growths, a couple Become Immenses, a couple Pyro Bursts, your regular Infectors, and you're good. Like, it's an easy deck to put together. As far as virtual building, I'm not exactly sure how much Inkmoth Nexus is in real life, but I'm guessing the deck isn't that expensive. Apart from something like the Misty Rainforest, it's affordable, and Breeding Pools, but you know. Lands are expensive in Modern, but, you know, the deck is completely solid, and for being a 2-color deck, it's amazing. Spell Pierce in the sideboard is the best thing ever. Other awesome decks that we're seeing in Modern right now, anything with Siege Rhino in it, super great. Siege Rhino, it's Lightning Helix tagged onto a dude, like there's nothing better you could want. And unfortunately, Splinter Twin is demolishing the format in Modern. It's become, do you have a counter spell for my turn 4, because I'm just going to flash in Deceiver Exarch and just play Splinter Twin, and oops, I win. It's quite frustrating, and right now it is the deck to beat. Abrupt Decay takes care of it. You hit the thing they're going to put the enchantment on first, uncounterable, but it's, you know, like, obviously you need removal, and obviously you need counter spells. It's just not easy to beat, especially when you have a streamlined strategy, especially in Modern, where you're trying to execute a streamlined strategy as quickly as you can to win yourself the game as quick as you can. Like, if they have the right cards, you just can't win. And that's kind of a bummer. And I don't necessarily want Wizards to fix that, because I definitely like where the power level is in Modern right now. And sure, eventually something will come out that'll beat that, and yeah, that'll be fine. But until then, like, it is the top deck at the moment. It is the deck to beat, let's say. But I think Infect does a pretty decent job of doing that, and like the Spell Pierces out of the sideboard to counter the enchantment or a Blood Moon, or just like all the annoying stuff that they'll try to play. Enchantment, I meant Splinter Twin. As for the Deceiver Exarch and those guys, there's not much you can do about them, so like get your unblockable Infector down and just mutagenic growth and probe your way into what Become Immense and just end the game. That's what Modern's good at. It's good at just ruining people's day. But it's still not as bad as Splinter Twin. That is my opinion, so that's why I play Modern. I don't really pay attention much to the other formats, but Tiny Leaders has caught my attention. I do love my smaller cards, and I do love aggro decks, and it seems that this is where I'm going to be able to stick all my fun standard cards from old formats into decks and just have a blast with them. I'm working on a Naya shell right now, just Naya humans. Champion of the Parish into Burning Tremissary into either Lightning Mauler or Mare of Averbrook. Attack you for tons is kind of like a blast to do. Yeah, it's kind of that shell and archetype I'm working around. Unfortunately, all my good Naya lands are still in my commander deck, and that's a lot of work, and I'm not going to buy more. So if I ever have to play a competitive Tiny Leaders, I'll have to do the switch. But yeah, that's kind of where my Magic game is at right now. Happy to talk with you guys, happy to discuss the metagames, and shouts out to all my White Weenie players, and yeah. Oh, speaking of White Weenie, a small little add-on for Modern. Craig Westgo completely blew me away when he came up with his black-white token strategy in the last Pro Tour, I would like to say. Yeah. Anyways, it was amazing, and like just intangible virtue into like ridiculous amounts of white tokens into just smashing face. Really impressed me, and I have seen it pop up online a fair bit, and it seems to be a really consistent, powerful deck. So shouts out to Craig Westgo, shouts out to yeah, those hard-working players who are on their grind and like will play their favorite decks no matter what format. They'll just have to find the right archetype for it. Yeah, so take it easy, guys. Have a great YouTube day.